Do you want to know what's in this bag and box? Well, you're going to have to watch The Popper's Pit to find out.
If you want to know what pops to get, then pop on down to The Popper's Pit. Like, share, subscribe are the buttons to hit when you pop on by to The Popper's Pit.
What's poppin', Poppers? Welcome back to The Popper's Pit, the place where I share my love of Funko Pops with you. Now, I know a few episodes ago I said I wasn't going to make any drastic changes to The Popper's Pit. I was going to slowly evolve and, at the advice of Scarred Wrestler, not change it every episode like I've been doing. But I decided that this needs to be a change. I wasn't 100% happy with how it was looking. I felt it could be a little better. The camera angle, the lighting, the aesthetics, the way it's set up. I know that you can't put baby in the corner, but the Popper's Pit sure is okay with that. I just feel this is a better look. There's less glare. That's one of the first things that I noticed that when I was looking at the camera before. There's a lot less glare behind me, so I'm happy about that. I didn't even really have to shift the pops like I have been doing in the past, so very happy about that. But I want to know, what do you think of the change? You know, write in the comments section. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you don't care? Do you want to have something added, something taken away? I'd like to know your advice. And if you haven't done so yet, can you hit that like, share, and subscribe button? That way that we can get those likes up and you can tell your friends about the Popper's Pit, and you know when the new Popper's Pit are coming out. If you're subscribed, think about it. Alright, so I am calling this the McAwsome Haul episode, and I know that awesome has an E at the end, but my friend Kenjamin McAwsome sent me 2 pops, and so I decided to name the episode after him. And I also have a few more pops that I bought, 1 from Best Buy, 4 from F.Y.E, that I decided to just throw in. So, I am going to start with my Best Buy purchase. I bought the Hulk from Avengers Endgame. Now, what's different from this Hulk is this is a 6-inch pop, where the usual pops are about 3 inches. So this is double the size of a regular pop. And it's good. I don't want to spoil the Avengers Endgame for anybody who has not seen it yet. I know a couple of people wait till it comes out on the Blu-ray and DVDs. But this is from a scene of the Avengers. And I'm not going to say which scene. You know which one it is. I was very happy with how the Avengers movie Endgame came out. I'm not going to go too much into it. I'll review this further. I don't know if you can see behind me, but I am starting a collection of Avenger Endgame pops. Let's take a look on the back here. I have ordered every single pop that's on here. I have most of them here. There's a couple of coming. So and then there's a new wave coming out soon. So I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be part of the ever evolving Popper's Pit, where I'm going to have an Endgame section because it's an amazing movie. It really is. If you haven't seen it, see it yet. In fact, see Infinity Wars and Endgame. Actually, I haven't bought the Blu-ray or the DVD or the digital yet, and I've been watching Infinity War, and it reminds me of when Fellowship of the Ring came out on DVD, and it had that special featurette about 2 towers, and I would just keep watching that 2 towers featurette, feeling like that I could watch a little bit more about it, and it'll be like that I'm almost watching the 2 towers because it hasn't come out yet. So that's Infinity War and Endgame are an amazing movie to watch, so highly recommend them. So back to the Hulk. This was $10 at Best Buy, so it was around $20 for the most part. So I decided it was about the same price on Amazon, and I have a rule that if it's about the same price on Amazon, it's more about how much can you wait. Most of the time I prefer saving the money a bit, but since it was only a couple of pennies difference, it was okay. That way I'd have it in hand. And also sometimes I prefer buying it in the store because there's always that chance that while it gets transported that there might be some crushed boxes, and there just might be something wrong. I've had a couple of orders where the box was damaged, and yes, they replaced it, but it's still, you don't want your boxes to come crushed, and you don't want to have the hassle of having to wait for another one, thinking, oh no, this one might get crushed too, and then they're not going to give the order. So sometimes it's better off just to buy it in the store. But for the most part, I usually buy mine online, if I'm being honest. So, all right, let's go to number 2. This box is from F.Y.E. They were having a sale of some sort, not a huge sale, but the main reason why I bought a bunch of pops off of it, I bought 4 of them, was because there was one pop which I'm going to get at the end that was re-released. It was an F.Y.E. exclusive. And for those who do not know, F.Y.E. means for your entertainment. There was 1 or 2 where I'm from, but then they closed down, so I had to order it online. The closest one, I think, is in a couple of miles away from me, but not worth driving out there to find out that they're out of the pop that you're looking for. So I just ordered it online since I got an email, and actually dis.pop on Instagram. They're very good if you want Funko Pop knowledge on Instagram. So I'm going to link them below and give them a shout out. Thank you, because they helped out a lot with the Comic-Con exclusive information, which I'll talk about a little bit later. So they said that one of the exclusives was back in stock, and I ordered it, and I got it. I think I ordered it Friday, and I got it Tuesday, so that's really good shipping. So let me go with these. This is Nova, a previews exclusive, one of 30,000, which I'm just learned about while doing this video, so I'm happy about that. For those who do not know, Nova is a Marvel superhero. He is part of the Nova Corps. And for those who do not know what the Nova Corps is, they're the equivalent of the Green Lantern Corps in Marvel. And for those who do not know who Green Lantern Corps are, they're pretty much space cops. The power of the Green Lantern comes from the ring. The power of Nova comes from their helmet. He can fly. He can shoot beams from his hands, as you can see there. I've liked Nova for a while. I do believe this is the Richard Rider version of Nova. I'll do a little bit more on this. For those who watched Guardians of the Galaxy, the John C. Reilly, the Peter Stavanovich, I think his name is, and the Glenn Close characters were part of the Nova Corps. So if you watched Guardians of the Galaxy, you have a basic knowledge of who the Nova Corps is. And I'm not gonna rate these pops. I just want to share what I have right now. But I like it. I was glad that I got it, especially now that it's one of 30,000. Up next, I remember last episode I spoke about that I wanted more Batman pops, and this one was on sale. I actually went looking for this pop before I recorded my other episode because I realized I only had a few Batman Funko Pops, so I wasn't able to find it when I went to it, so it was on sale and I ordered it, so it was good. This is Batman Red Rain. Now, yes, this is a scary looking Batman. This is when Batman became a vampire. He was bitten by a vampire. This is from a 1991 comic book, I want to say. I think this is good. It's a different Batman pop. It looks very accurate to the comic that it was made out of. It's kind of bloody. I'll show it up here a little bit close. He has. I like that his hands are coming out like Dracula. That's pretty good. I like that. The packaging is good. So I'm glad that I bought this one. Up next, if you haven't seen the last episode, I'm going to link it up here, the Batman Day Part 2. I was very happy that I saw that this was on F.Y.E. and this was the next one that I'm going to show you is the real reason why I bought the F.Y.E. order. But this one I was very happy to see it, and I did not have hesitation, which This is a previews exclusive of the Batman Who Laughs. If you remember in the last episode, I showed the Batman Dawnbreaker, where it was from Batman Dark Knight's Metal, where it was a combination of Batman and the Green Lantern. Well, this is the Batman Who Laughs. I'm not going to go too much into it because I am hoping to have another Batman themed episode, because I have a couple of Batman Pops lined up to buy. This is pretty much the Batman meets Joker. It actually looks a lot like Batman meets Hellraiser, for those who've seen that movie. Yeah, no, this is a good one. It's a combination of Batman and Joker, as I said, but the way that he becomes this way is very interesting. I'll link the comic historian up here also. That way that you can see the Batman Who Laughs story before I do my whole Batman. So this is this was a good buy. I was very happy about it. This is the reason why I had an order with F.Y.E. And I'd like to say that I did not delay, so I did not pay, meaning that I ordered it. I did not delay. I wasn't like, oh, I'm going to wait to see if I could get a better deal. Nope. I got an email and it was on Instagram that this was in stock. So I went on and I bought it, and I've been looking for not this exact one, but this really works out that it is, but something like it. I've been looking for a good Thor. Now, this is an F.Y.E. exclusive Thor from Avengers Endgame. He's both holding Mjolnir, his hammer, and Stormbreaker, which is the axe which he receives in Infinity War. I've been looking for a good Thor figure. The older ones are a little bit more expensive. The cheapest one I was able to find was him in Infinity War, where he had the axe, but I wanted one holding Mjolnir. I delayed back in April, I want to say, where they had the comic book version of Thor, and I have the casual Thor from Endgame, but I wanted the warrior Thor, and I was very, 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 very happy that this was only $15 to buy, which is a little bit more than the usual Pops, but since this was an exclusive, it didn't matter to me. I'm very, very happy with how this looks. Very happy. And once again, I'm not going to review it right now, but I'm going to do it when I do an Endgame, because I hope to have most of the Pops that came out of Endgame. It was really a fantastic movie. For those who haven't seen it yet, I highly, highly recommend it. And all the rest of the Marvel Universe movies, too. Maybe not Iron Man 2 or Thor 2, but that's my personal opinion. All right, so let's get to the true McAwsome Haul. I received a text message from Mr. McAwsome telling me that he was in Target and if there was anything that I wanted, because he wants to help the show and he also wants to help my collection, and he's a good friend, and he bought me Uncle Sam because I said, that Uncle Sam looks good. I really haven't seen it anywhere, and I just think it looks good. He has the I want you pose for on the back. They have what Uncle Sam is. Uncle Sam, he is, I don't want to call it propaganda, but he was a creation to help with the recruiting of the U.S. Army, and he's an American icon, and I just liked it, and I thought that it'd be good. I could put it out on 4th of July and on American holidays, and it's good. I like it. I'm glad that I asked him to pick it up for me, and even happier that it was a gift. For those who have not seen the Queen episode of Don't Pop Me Now, I'll put up a link here. You'll remember me saying about how there was an F.Y.E. exclusive of Freddie Mercury Diamond Collection where it was on. I was waiting for the deal and I delayed. Well, Kenjamin McAwsome found it in a video game store by him, and he asked me if I wanted it, and I said, of course. And now I have it. So thank you, Mr. McAwsome. This is the Freddie Mercury. This is the exclusive diamond collection. So this is a little sparkly. Let's see if we get a little sparkle on here. I do believe this was from a Madison Square Garden performance that this is based off of. I'm very happy with this. And look, it has the rest of the Queen Pops on it. And if you watch the Queen episode, you would have seen all those already. And here we are. So, and that's the McAwsome Haul. Now, I know it's a little bit different than a mystery box because I knew what I was getting. And it's still fun, though, to open and share it with you. But talking about sharing, I'd like to share these with you. They are the ThePopersPit business cards that just came in today. And on the back, I also have information about wrestling because on October 3rd, the World of Unpredictable Wrestling is having their All In for the Gold show at Gleason's Gym. And I'm going to put down the information at WUWWrestling below and in the Pals of the Pit. That way that you can learn a little bit more about the show if you want to go see it or watch it on Twitch. Also, I'd like to remind you about the Pals of the Pit. I have Art by Alley. I have the Empty Arena podcast, S&D podcast, which I would also like to say I have started writing a blog for the S&D podcast. It's going to be about both Funko Pops and wrestling, so keep an eye out for that. I'll put the link below. And StephenKeslowitz.com, who has a couple of books coming out. One about Black Mirror. He has a couple about 24 and Simpsons already out, and Better Call Saul, which they all have Funko Pops that were released for them. And I'd like to thank you for coming to the Popper's Pit. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button if you haven't already. And I'm going to leave you with a question. Which pop today was your favorite? Threw a softball question at you. So please leave a comment. Which pop today was your favorite? And I'm going to end this on a pop. Thanks for popping by. Make sure to please hit that like, share, and subscribe button, as well as pressing that bell icon. That way you can be alerted the next time the Popper's Pit has a new video. Also, check out my other videos. Leave a comment. Check out the description, which has a couple of links to the Pals of the Pit. Alright, can't wait to see you next time.
Like, share, subscribe are the buttons to hit when you pop on by to the Poppers Pit.